Hello friends, welcome to Engineering Funda family. In this video, I will solve one very interesting problem based on convolution and correlation. So in this video, I will solve convolution of two signals as well as I will solve correlation of two signals. So let us start this video with understanding of question first. See, here we have two sequences and we need to compute convolution and correlation of these two sequences. If you observe x1 of n, then that is having in total 4 elements. So here small n, that is equals to 4, that is there with us. And with x2 of n, here we have 4 elements. So small m is equals to 4. If you talk about linear convolution, then total samples will be small n plus small m minus 1. So 4 plus 4 minus 1, that will be 7. Now I will identify magnitude of 7 elements. For that I need to form matrix. Here we have x1 of n, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us note it down 1, 2, 3 and 4. And x2 of n, that is having elements 1, 2, 3, 4. So vertically I need to note it down 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now let us compute elements over here. So let us multiply 1 with this. So that will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let us multiply 2 with this. So that will be 2, 4, 6, 8. Now let us multiply 3 with this. So that will be 3, 6, 9 and 12. And now let us multiply 4 with this. So that will be 4, 8, 12 and 16. Now to get linear convolution, here we need to perform diagonal addition. So here, now what I'll do is, I'll be adding elements based on diagonal. So here we will be having linear convolution YL of n. First element, that is 1. Second element is 2 plus 2, 4. Next element is 3 plus 4 plus 3, 10. Next element is 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 4, 20. Next element is 8 plus 8 plus 9, that will be 25. Next element is 12 plus 12, 24. And last element is 16. So here you can observe in total 7 elements are there as per this calculation. Now let us compute reference. Here one can observe x1 of n, that is having 0 element over this side with respect to reference. And with x2 of n, with respect to reference, over this side we have 3 elements. So with respect to reference, we have 3 elements. So here we have a reference. Over this side we have 3 elements. And over this side, we need to consider 3 elements only as per this calculation. You can observe here we have a reference. Over this side we have 3 elements. With respect to this reference, over this side we have 0 elements. So with linear convolution over here, over this side, 3 elements will be there. Right. So this is how one can calculate convolution. Now, second problem is to understand correlation calculation. So one should know what is correlation first. See, correlation of x1 of n and x2 of n is given by r of n, and that will be convolution of x1 of n with x2 of minus n. So correlation of these two sequence, that will be convolution of x1 of n with folded version of x2 of n. Right. So first of all, we need to note down x1 of n over here. See, x1 of n, that is given over here, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And reference is there at 1. So here we have a reference. How many elements are there? N is equals to 4. Now we need to understand what is x2 of minus n. So x2 of minus n means folded version of x2. So here we have x2. So when you fold this with respect to 4, then your sequence will be reverse. So now sequence will be 4, 3, 2, 1. So 4, 3, 2 and 1. And reference is there at 4. So here we have a reference. Total elements are n is equals to 4. Now we need to perform linear convolution with these two sequence. that will be correlation, right? So here what I'll do is I'll be making matrix. Now in this matrix, x1 of n, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us note it over here. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And x2 of minus n, that is 4, 3, 2, 1. So 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now multiply this 4 with this. So we'll be having 4, 8, 12 and 16. Multiply 3 with this. So we'll be having 3, 6, 9 and 12. Multiply 2 with this. So we'll be having 2, 4, 6, 8. Multiply 1 with this. So we'll be having 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now what I'll do is I'll calculate diagonal addition. So first of all, form diagonal over here, and then you just need to add all these elements. So now we will be having correlation, and here we have first element, that is 4. Second element is 8 plus 3, that is 11. Next element is 2 plus 6 plus 12, that will be 20. Next element is 1 plus 4 plus 6 plus 16, that will be 30. Next element is 2 plus 6 plus 12, that will be 20. Next element is 3 plus 8, that will be 11. And last element is 4. And here when you talk about reference, then you need to see the reference of x1 of n and x2 of n with respect to reference over here. With this side we have 0 elements. So here we have reference, and with respect to reference over here, with this side we have 3 plus 3, 6 elements. So with respect to reference over here, in this direction we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements, right? So that is how one can understand reference. Now if you carefully observe linear convolution and this correlation, so in that you will be observing that with similar sequence, like you see x1 of n and x2 of n, that is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 sequence. So when you talk about correlation of same sequence, then that will be having symmetricity. Like you can observe at center we have 30, and then over this side and this side we have 20, over this side and this side we have 11, and over this side and this side we have 4. So here we have symmetric sequence, as we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, two sequences, right? While with convolution, here we don't have symmetricity with respect to center, but here reference is there at different location. That's why with correlation, reference is available over here, right? So that is how one can understand calculation of correlation and convolution. Always remember one thing, as and when you want to calculate correlation, at that time you need to perform convolution only. Only thing is you will have to fold second sequence. After folding second sequence, like you see x2 of n, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now after folding it will be 4, 3, 2, 1, and reference is there at same location, right? So that is how you need to fold and then perform linear convolution. That will be correlation only, right? So this is the standard practice that you should follow to identify linear convolution and correlation. Still, if you have any confusion, just place that in comment section. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching this video.